Welcome to the WBC Arena. They've been talking the talk. It's now time to walk the walk. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham. Next, it's the destroyer, Conor Benn. And now we toss it.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
You can tell both of these fighters are exuding confidence as these two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot. That left shot lands. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Man really defending themselves. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice exchange here from both men.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
And he caught him with a left hook. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think light. Concentrate.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the... And there's the bell to start round 2. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Good counter punch. He fails to score with that left hook. He just misses with that big right hand. Nice counter. Keep an eye on this slugger. As you know, he's willing to take 3 to give 1. That's his game plan, and it's worked out pretty well for him so far.
They've got to be very wary. If you're in with a slugger, they will fight all night for fun. They'll stay in your face. They are naturally tough and strong and aggressive.
Beautiful counter shot. He just misses with that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
They go in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Nice job landing with that right hand counter. He's got to figure out a way to neutralize that length.
Very smart, very sharp. This is a fit young man style that he's got to get inside that long reach. Not many fights can do that.
Through the hooks, didn't land. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. They exchange punches. He is down big time on the scores.
The bell, sometimes it can be the sweetest sound.
On to the third. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
He blocks that jab. Counter shot lands. That left hand misses. When you've got 2 evenly matched fighters in this weight class, it sometimes comes down to who's in better condition.
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable.
And they figure out the combination to this safe.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Big right hand just misses. Perfect counter lands. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
You know, I've been in fights like that.
Here we go to the 4th round. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Nice counter shot. Beautiful counter punch. Nice job landing that left counter punch. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down. Insane action.
You cannot ever compare anything to this. These guys really mean it. These guys must hate each other the way they're fighting.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knockout. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter. A big left, but doesn't score with it. Both men step back for just a moment. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Good counter-punching for both these athletes. Why aren't they defending? These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter-punching. Big swing and a miss. Nice counter shot with the right hand. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Punch, counter, punch. It's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
There's the bell for round 6. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. Parries away that left hook. You'd like to see more jabs. Nice counter shot. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Just missed with that big right hand. figure out the combination to this safe. Do you believe this?
Imagine being a judge here. How can you judge these? What shots are being thrown? There's no sense there. The corners are going mad, trying to plead with a fight to behave, step back, settle down.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like this. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
He's strong. I'm telling you, he's strong. Jump up. Body it in. Be smart. Change your angle.
Round 7, here we go. After that last round, something has got to change. He blocks the hook. Big left there, but misses. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Great counter right hand there. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. That left counter was perfectly timed. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
And he misses with that jab. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. They both want a highlight reel knockout. They have no respect for each other. 10 seconds left. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to...
And there's the bell for round 8. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Good counter left hand there. Left counter score. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Men step back for just a moment. Nice counter punch. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax. What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
That left counterpunch will score. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Every second, every...
Let's see how much fatigue we see here in round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
There's a counter shot. There's a right hand. And a counter left. This fighter's sort of the death by 1,000 paper cuts approach. He'll hit you 1,000 times before you can land one.
But you're getting in there with someone that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking, because you've got to get some before you get him close.
Good left counter that lands. When are we going to see a jab from these two? He gets out of the way of that left hand. He misses with that jab. Nice exchange here from both men. Power in those punches. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Lands with the right counter. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt.
There's the bell to start round 10. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
Can't score with that hook again. And they get out of the way of that left hand. Good counter right hand again. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
When you've got a fast fighter, they will cut you to ribbons, and they know it's a matter of time before either you get desperate or the referee jumps in and saves you. This is a natural gift. Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Right. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Catch and shoot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round. Let's start 11. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around? Why aren't they keeping their gloves up? Perfect counter shot. You hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Swing and a miss with the right hook. He misses with that jab. Good counter-punching from both these fighters. They both want the knockout. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the...
Oh, and Joe Calzaghe just took a heavy shot. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged. Perfect counter shot. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, this is the time that the trainer needs to come in and say something special. This fighter. There's the bell for round 12. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
He missed with that jab. Nice counter shot. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Beautiful counter shot. He got out of the way of that right hook. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you can't think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
Nice exchange here from both men. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
Unanimous? You know what? Smarts that is. Total change of styles to make sure they got it. Had every round in the bag. There was no argument, no discussion, no mistake. It was so obvious.